Praise Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Tazak Veimas. Baruch Hashem, Yahweh. And how do we love Yahweh? With all our minds, with all our hearts, with all our souls, and with all our bodies. And how do we love our brothers and sisters? With all our minds, with all our hearts, with all our souls, and with all our bodies. Praise Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. What is our motto? Our motto is one God, one mind, one love, and one action. We're all for one. And one for all. And we want for our brothers and sisters. What we want for ourselves. What about soup? If I have a bowl of soup, you may have half my bowl of soup. And anything else? And anything else. Praise Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Ye shall know the truth. And the truth shall make you free. Praise Yahweh. What is the duty of a Hebrew man? To lead in righteousness. What is the duty of a Hebrew woman? To follow in righteousness. And if either turns from the law? From such turn away. Praise Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Who's the God of all gods? Yahweh. Who's the King of all kings? Yahweh. Who's the Lord of all lords? Yahweh. Who is our president? Yahweh. Who's our governor? Yahweh. Who is our mayor? Yahweh. Well, who is our leader? Yahweh. And who do we follow? Yahweh. Then let everything that has breath praise Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. You may be seated. Praise Yahweh. Welcome to the Feast of Tabernacles. We are given 7 perfect high holy days, 3 of which are mandatory for our attendance. And the 7 are, number 1, Passover. Number 2, Feast of Unleavened Bread. Number 3, Feast of Weeks. Number 4, Memorial Blowing of Trumpets. Number 5, Day of Atonement. Number 6, Feast of Tabernacles. Number 7, the 8th day following Tabernacles, the Holy Convocation, constituting the 7 perfect high holy days. Feasts are mediums of universal and practical expressions of our commitment to the omnipotent Creator, Yahweh. Now, I could sit down right there, because that will give you more than enough to study until we meet again next year at this time. Especially when you know how to study. I said, this is our commitment to the omnipotent Creator, Yahweh. Many of you by now have heard the word commitment. But the one thing that most so-called black people of America are not is committed. The only thing I've seen black people committed to is evil, wrongdoing, immorality, partying, nightclubbing, lying. You know the negative connotations that stereotype us. But Feast of Tabernacles is one of our 3 most high holy days. It belongs to the so-called black man of America, ordained by your God, Yahweh, for you to keep forever. Had you been keeping these high holy days, you wouldn't be in America in trouble today. There would be no trouble. You would have power over your life, power over your destiny, power over your children, power over your house, power over your community, power over your city, your state, and your country and the world, if you were keeping these high holy days with Yahweh in mind. I just gave you the solution to all the world's problems. Yahweh. You've tried everything else, and it has not solved our problems. No matter what you have tried, it has not worked to benefit our people and make us have the same power that other people in this country have. And it is directly involved with not keeping the laws of Yahweh. Yahweh is your God. He's great, good, terrible, and black. That should make you happy. That should make all black people in America happy. Why doesn't knowing that Yahweh is great, good, terrible, and black make black people of America jump up and shout since they say they're black? When you mention that Yahweh is great, good, terrible, and black, and he's the creator of all things, then black people act like they're not black anymore. Is it because our people have thought black is a curse? Well, you're in for a shock, aren't you? The creator of all things is black. And I'm his black son. And I'm happy about it. Now that should give you joy to know that I'm his son. See what kind of chance you have? That's hope for you after all. You should really rejoice knowing that I am the Creator's son. See, the only way you can't rejoice is you don't understand your relationship to me. Praise Yahweh. Some of my people are so worried about my relationship with my Father that they fail to consider their relationship with me. See, there is a relationship between you and me. I was born, you were born. See, that's a relationship. You know? You wonder where I was born? I was born in America. Where were you born? You born in America? I said there's a relationship. I was segregated, you were segregated. I've been oppressed by other people. Oh, y'all haven't been oppressed. And I'll wager you the truth against a lie that the same man that oppressed me, I told you we have a relationship. There's just one difference between all that we have in common, and we have everything in common, is I know who my Father is. And I call my Father by name. Yeah, I have a mother. I have a womb that I came in through. Any of y'all have one? Any one of y'all come through one? I told you there's a connection between us. All my life, people had the power to put me in jail. You had that experience? I mean, I buy property and there are other people that don't look like me and can tax it away from me. And just come up with a thing called eminent domain, just take it. Anybody else in here subject to that kind of? Oh. I said we have a connection. I'm connected to my Father, Yahweh. And He is the creator of all things. Yahweh created the heavens and the earth. That's my Father. Now, if I can be born and He's my Father, who is your Father? What's the difference? I know mine. That's what makes us different. I know Yahweh, and I'm here to introduce you to your Father. My Father is your Father. So why aren't you saying you His son? Why aren't you saying you're His daughter? Why aren't you saying you're His children? You must not know it. Now, there was a time in my life I was dead to this knowledge that Yahweh is my God. And I was dead to the knowledge that I am a Hebrew Israelite, chosen to rule forever. That was the time I didn't know that. I was absolutely dead. I'm talking about more dead than you are or ever have been. Can you imagine me being dumber than you? That's dumb, isn't it? Well, I was... And can you think about some of the dumb mistakes you made? Anybody here ever made a dumb mistake? And you admit it to yourself? Who's in here never made a dumb mistake? Stand up. You never made one. See, look what we have in common. Being dumb. You know what the difference is between your dumbness and mine? I was more dumb than you. If you can imagine such. I was dumber than the dumbest ones of you. I was more blind than the blindest one of you. No one was as blind as me or as dumb as me. I was the dumbest thing ever come onto the planet, dumber than anything looked like you. It has to make you laugh to just think. You mean that someone was dumber than me? Yeah, I was. And this is perhaps the first time some of you have heard me say that. You know what the difference is? Something happened to me one day. And no man can take credit for what happened. No man on the planet can take credit for what happened to me. I was raised from being dumber than you. To the state of godhood.
And no man looked at me and said, you look like somebody who ought to be raised. I looked around at how dumb I was and how dumb everybody was above me. All my people, I knew that was pitiful. So I decided to become self-raised, just raise myself. And since nobody could teach me how not to be dumb, I decided to teach myself. So I'm self-taught and I'm self-raised. I was bound, and I decided, since no one among my people could set their bonds free, cut their bonds, or unbind themselves, I decided since none of them could, and when I asked them to unbind me, they couldn't, I asked them to. I asked bishops and deacons and preachers and all kinds of leaders, unbind me. I asked teachers, PhDs, every type of leader there is. I asked them pointedly, unbind me. I'm bound and I want to be free. And there was no man that could set me free. So I decided to set myself free. And I watched my people march and demonstrate, trying to get independence. And I had already asked them to make me independent, and nobody did. Nobody could. And then I watched them marching and begging another nation of people to make them independent, and the other nation didn't. So since they were begging someone else to make them independent, it means they couldn't make themselves independent. So I decided to make myself independent. So I'm self-independent. And I looked into the minds of my people and I saw the darkness. And I didn't see the light in any one of my people's minds. And I knew that my darkness was greater than all of that. So in asking them for light, I received none. I only saw the blind leading the blind. So since all that I saw in my mind was darkness and all I saw in my people's mind was darkness, I decided to become self-illuminated, self-luminous. And no one on the earth can deny that I'm illuminated. No one can deny that I'm luminous. No one can deny that I'm educated. No one can deny that I'm independent and self-sufficient. No one can deny my spirituality. No one can deny my works and my accomplishments. No one can deny that I'm working miracles that no one else has been able to work in our community. No one can deny. Yahweh. No one can deny that I'm the great I am. No one can deny that I am the Son of Yahweh, because I'm giving you the evidence of who it is responsible for what I am and who I am and how I am and why I am. No one can deny that I'm a faithful witness to my Father Yahweh's name. No one can deny that of all the works that I accomplished, all the miracles that I work, I put this name up. Yahweh gets the credit. No man can deny it. The difference between me and any other man that walks on the earth is men seek to glorify themselves. Men seek to have their own name glorified. But I alone seek only one man's glory and glorification, and that is Yahweh. Just thought I'd introduce myself to you tonight. Myself is yourself. The difference is I know that, and I know that yourself is myself. And when you receive my spirit, you too will understand how important it is to keep the laws of Yahweh. What a blessing it is to give honor to the one who created you. You ask what's wrong with the world today? It is that men seek to solve the problems without the Creator. I'm demonstrating by creating and finding and founding the nation of Yahweh. See, I'm the founder of the nation of Yahweh. That makes me a unique man. I'm not building on the back of another man. No man came before me in America and set something up, and then when he died, I come and pick it up and try to run with his thing. No, see, I'm original. I'm unique. And you are watching me overcome all that all people have ever done among us. I'll overcome everything anybody's done on the planet. That's what Feast of Tabernacles is all about. Coming into the knowledge of your history, your culture. Think about this Gentile white man that came to America about 400 years ago. Came over on a ship, and a few ships, and landed sometimes in the winter. There were no heated buildings. There were no air-conditioned buildings. There were no toilets flushing. There was no running water in America. When white people came, there was only forest, wilderness, woods, no cities, no streets. And they called this the New World, and they left countries where there was beautiful cities built to come and build a new world. They put their thumb out to hitchhike, they'd have to catch a mule. There were no automobiles here. There were no stores. If he ate, he had to grab it from the land and wait till next year to plant it and hope something came up. And look what has happened in just a few years. In a few short 100 years, this land is full of cities. You've inherited cities and turned it into ghettos. He took woods and forests and turned it into cities. You turned the cities into ghettos. What? Other ethnic groups and nations call America, right now, call America the land of opportunity. They come here with nothing as an immigrant. Set up in your neighborhood. Get rich out of your pocket. And build mansions among themselves in another neighborhood. What an insult. Something's wrong with you. That people can still come in 1989 from another land, set up shop in your neighborhood and get rich out of your pocket. And you're unable to set up in your own neighborhood and get rich out of your own pocket. Something is wrong with you. You're under a severe curse. But it's not because you're black. We have proof because people that are blacker than most of you in here are in Miami now, and they call themselves Haitians. And they have Little Haiti. And they shop in Little Haiti with Haitians. And they just opening up businesses. They have more business already than black folk have. And they've been here, we've been here 400 years. They just got here. Come over on a ship with nothing. Come over on a boat with nothing. Take any kind of job, washing dishes, cutting lawns, anything, sleep 50 to the house. Now they own the whole neighborhood. And you still here, live in the ghetto and don't own it. And you want somebody else to clean up your ghetto. If you make $50, you move from your ghetto to turn the other man's neighborhood into a ghetto. Ooh, Yahweh, why you want to talk about us like, I'm not talking about you. Everybody knows this. It's just unpleasant to think about it. I'm here to say there's an answer. And keeping the laws of Yahweh is the answer. Coming to know that, yes, I'm Yahweh ben Yahweh. Yes, Yahweh is my Father. But I've also come with good news. I've come to give you the power to become sons of Yahweh. You should want to be like me. I'm everything you want to be. Whatever it is. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. I'm everything you want to be, that's good. Praise Yahweh. So we need control of our black schools. Well, I built one. And I control it. We control it. They're brilliant. You'll get a chance to see their brilliance tonight. They're brilliant. We dictate the curriculum. We dictate the lesson plan. What am I proving? We can control our own school. So why don't you, since you say you need to, why don't you? My people, I'm talking to my people. I'm not talking to you who converted. I'm talking to my people. I hope I've shed enough light with you in my introduction to show that there's a need for Yahweh. My people need somebody.
Please turn to Side 2.
Praise Yahweh. How can you reject the man that has given you a plan that works and then tell me you're intelligent? I'm challenging your intelligence. Show me your plan that removes drugs from our community. I can take you and show you the evidence. I bought 59th Street, the whole block, one whole block on 59th Street. That was the center of drug activity. I'm talking about they had drugs was a whole block and on every corner. I'm talking about shown up drugs. I drove over there today. And children are out playing. Old people are out walking. And then you can tell our property because it's all painted white, trimmed in black. And there's grass growing where none would grow before. And on our whole block, there's no drug dealers, there are no drug users. There's no evidence of them at all. It's like a ghost town for drug dealers. It's none. And you go just 2 blocks down in any direction and you see it is pure hell. They're sitting on orange crates, standing under the trees, trash all around, paper everywhere. You know what's under the papers and stuff. Heavy traffic coming through. But I've created an oasis. And I took every piece of drug property and proved Yahweh is God. Yahweh has the plan. I have the answer. Praise Yahweh. And I'm proving you don't need a gun for this. I don't carry guns. My disciples don't carry guns, and I didn't allow you to bring any in here. And when I come to your city, you'll be searching against guns. If you want me to come to your town, you will search for guns from now on. If you didn't, you will. Why? Because we have people that look like us that don't believe in peace. Now, everybody in this building is a peacekeeper. Everybody in here is a peacekeeper. This is perhaps the one time in your life that we're all equal. Nobody has a gun. Nobody has a weapon. So the power of good is greater than one who wishes to be evil in our midst. And that when we have Yahweh in our midst, He is in control. And we're so powerful, see, nobody wants to challenge that. Common sense. Have you ever noticed, you think, man, crack people, they break up, they go crazy, they don't crack, they go wild, they go insane, they shoot up schoolhouses, they shoot up children on playgrounds, they break into the businesses and shoot people down. But there's one thing I never see anybody crazy do is break into the police house. The time I believe somebody is really crazy is when they break into the police station and start shooting. Then I said, that nigga's crazy, that boy. Interesting, huh? Yahweh is the answer. I'm proving that I have power over drugs. Period. Period. One thing the drug dealer and the drug dealer user knows is Yahweh is the great, good, and terrible black God. I've cleaned out several neighborhoods completely with drugs, and they remain drug-free 1, 2, and 3 years later. They're still drug-free to this day. Right now, they are drug-free. Bush has established $1 billion for just police, extra police. Give me the $1 billion, you won't need police. We're doing it without police. Why don't you hear about me? They know about me. What? I said the government knows that I have created a drug-free society. I simply don't allow bad people to stay around me anymore. I have had some bad people around me. I stopped letting bad people be around me. Because bad people make things bad for everybody. So the way you have good is get rid of the bad folk. Y'all, you want to be bad, then you move on. See, You change addresses. Only good people live at this address. This is the address of good. The clearing of our communities in drugs is done through the power of Yahweh. It's done through the knowledge of Yahweh, done through the word of Yahweh. And Yahweh carries power, and it's demonstrated. I am demonstrating it. I'm demonstrating that we don't have one child on drugs. Not one. Now your child may come home around you and learn how to be crazy, but when he gets back to YU, he learns how to be uncrazy. Or your child would be back home with you and y'all would both be crazy together. That's genuine. Isn't that wonderful? There's something wrong outside of Yahweh. What's wrong outside of Yahweh? Everything. That's what. This is Feast of Tabernacles. And our feasts are ordained. They are ordained by Yahweh. And they are commemorated by solar time. Not by lunar calendar, but by solar time. Now you probably don't know any more about solar time than you do Yahweh. But your not knowing doesn't erase the reality of both. The rites of Feast of Tabernacles are prescribed by Yahweh's word. The ceremonies of Feast of Tabernacles are prescribed by Yahweh's word. And they are exemplary of Yahweh's love. And before you leave tonight, there's a booth, a symbolic booth in the back of the auditorium. Everybody, you probably saw it coming in. It's right back there. Unless I see it. Make sure you walk inside of it tonight. And every night of this feast, you walk inside and stand there for a few minutes and think about what you will learn about it. Perhaps tonight. If not, certainly this week. The rites and ceremonies of Feast of Tabernacle as prescribed by Yahweh are exemplary of his compassion and charity. For who? For a people in whom the entire world is blessed. Now that may sound strange, and it certainly looks strange when you consider this people constitute the so-called blacks of America. And when you look at the condition of the so-called black man of America, you see right away that how could anyone be blessed of them? Let's look at Genesis 12:2. Genesis chapter 12, verse 2. The Feast of Tabernacles is to let you know you are blessed. And how blessed you are. Read.
And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing.
I'm the one speaking. You're looking at the one speaking in this verse. You're hearing the I speaking. The I in this verse is speaking to you. Now, Yahweh didn't tell white people, go to America and I'll make you the rulers of the world. Yahweh didn't tell white people, go to America and I'll make your name great. They told themselves. They got together and told themselves that. And knew and found out there were Indians here, so they had to subdue the owners of this land before they could take control of it. And white people didn't say, we can't do it. They conspired together. That's obvious. They conspired together in secret council. Huh? And on the one hand, they pretended to be the Indians' friend. And by the time he became conscious of him having a forked tongue, he was subdued. By the time the Indian made up his mind that he needed to fight, it was too late to fight. Because there were already too many white folks here with guns against bulls and arrows. They came in with a conspiracy of a superior position. So, by conspiracy, one group of white folk pretended to be the friend, and some other white folk killed some Indians. And then one set of white folks said, see, that's just a bad white man, but don't y'all bother him, turn him over to us. Y'all can't try him, only we can try him. Turn him over to us. The white man's law will govern the white man. So they brought him over, charged him, sent the Indians home, sent him over to another section to kill some Indians over somewhere else. One group played good, while the other group was bad. So every Indian knew some good white folks. There wasn't an Indian that didn't know some good white people. I don't know who took that country from them, but there must have been some bad white folks somewhere, because trying to figure out where they were, because all the Indians knew was good folk. Kind of reminded me of black people in America. Every black man in America knows good white folks. There's not a black one yet that doesn't have some good, that don't know them. I've been trying to figure out where the bad ones are. My subject point here is that they came to America with a plan to take America from the Indian, and they did it. And they came back to Africa on the west coast, where we had been banished as Hebrews and living in exile, and ran another game now. They came among us and Shalom Aleichem. So we go into a new world where you can make 1,000,000 times more money than you can over here. And we were gullible, got right on the ship. We marched on the ship. It was only the last years that they took you by force. Them niggas just got on the ship, going to get rich in the new world. And they got you out in the middle of the sea where you couldn't swim. They locked the hatch on you. Overpowered you with guns. You didn't have any. You were promised gold. And we've been here 434 years without a plan. But white people worked their plan and took America and caused the world to send their children to her to be educated. And we even turn our children over to them to be educated. And after we get an education, we come out looking for a job from the people that educated us to look for a job. And they continue in their rulership. And God didn't ordain them to rule the world forever. Yet they have ruled the world. They're losing it. You notice? Anybody notice that white America is losing her rulership around the world? Rule. They've been able to do it. That's all I'm saying. You understand? That's without God. The white people just got together and said, let's take advantage of these black folks. Black Indians, whoever. And what happened? They were successful. But since God did not ordain it forever, then it can't last. Aren't you glad that it has to come to an end? Or it has to come to an end. Now there are some black folks that don't want to see it come to an end. And they'll work day and night to keep you from getting up. Because you're up seems to be that down. I mean, both can't be up at once when you're playing the skin color game. Anybody have you studied enough history to know by now that white folks just got together and decided to come here and just rule, and they did. They did. Now, here I am coming saying in Genesis 12:2 that I, Yahweh ben Yahweh, I have the power all by myself to make you a great nation. Not only do I have the power to do it, I've already started doing it. I started all by myself. Now I'm not by myself. And I'm growing every day all over America. And I'm gaining all professionals. I'm gaining the best of my people. All who are the best of my people, that's who's coming to me, joining on to me. Because my book tells me, I wrote it, that I will find 144,000 men that have the best minds on the planet. And these 144 minds will join on to my mind. They will connect their mind to my mind to rule forever. They want to be this great nation. I'm looking for the minds among my people that want to rule the earth forever in righteousness. That's who I'm looking for. So there'll be nothing but peace on the earth forever. I am the Prince of Peace. So I'm looking for 144,000 minds that want peace on the earth forever so that we can just sit around or stand around or run around or whatever and just play to Yahweh and sing to Yahweh and praise Yahweh and glorify Yahweh and don't have to worry about enemies. Praise God. Now that means I'm a qualitative God. That's the kind of God I am. I said I'm a quality God. That means I'm not looking for bodies. I may have to teach 1,000 to get one. But I'm willing to teach the 1,000 just to get that one. to travel 1,000 miles, go down in the valley and climb a mountain just to find one. But I'm willing to do that. Just to find one. And I'm successful. However many miles it requires me to travel to find the 144,000 that are the elect of God, the chosen of God, the genius of God, the Godhead, I'll do it. I'm born to do it. I'm looking for the best of all of our people. I'm not worried about the mind that can't see what I'm doing. I'm looking for the mind that can see what I'm doing. I'm not worried about the mind that can't comprehend where I'm coming from. I'm looking for the mind that can visualize where I'm going. When I say I will make of you, black men in America, a great nation, I'm not worried about those who can't see that. I'm looking for the minds that can say, that's me. That's all I'm looking for. I'm not worried about the mind that doesn't make a difference. I'm looking for the mind that's ready to make the difference. I'm concerned about the mind that is poor and poverty-stricken. I'm looking for the mind that says, I'm ready to be rich. Looking for peculiar people. I'm looking for when I say, I will make of you a great nation, I'm looking for the mind that say, form me, shape me. And I said here in verse 2 that I will also bless you. And I'm looking for the mind that say, bless me. You want to bless me? Bless me. I'm tired of being cursed. Bless me. I'm not concerned about the man that questions these principles and say, is it me? I'm looking for the man that says, that's me. Bless me. I'm not concerned about the mind that says, do I deserve this? No, I'm looking for the mind that says, I deserve this. I'm not concerned about the mind that say, I just want enough to get by. No, I'm looking for the mind that say, I want it all. Looking for the mind that say, I'll be satisfied when I get enough for me. No, I'm looking for the mind that say, I'll never be satisfied until I get enough for everybody. Smart man can see that when you get enough for everybody, you have it all. I'm looking at verse 12, chapter 12, verse 2, I will make your name great. I'm not looking for a mind and say I'm satisfied with the name I have. If the name you have has failed to give it all to you, then you need a better name. If the name you have has failed to cause the world to bow at your feet, then you need a greater name. If you have a name that has failed to bring you rulership, then you need a greater name. I'm here to make your name great. I'm looking for the mind that says, make my name great. I want a great name. That's what I want. I'm not going to waste 1 minute of my time thinking or talking to a mind that doesn't want this. When I finish with you, not only will I make of you a great nation, not only will I bless you, not only will I make your name great, but I'll make you a blessing. You yourself will just be a blessing to everybody on the planet. Praise Yahweh. I'm looking for the mind that will say, yes, I want to walk the planet as a blessing to everybody. That's the kind of mind I'm looking for. The rest of you that don't want to be any of this, it's all right. Those of us that are, will rule over you. See, if a few white people who are not ordained by God can come and take a country, name it America, and then rule the world, what can God do with his own family that returns to him? Yahweh. That's why Yahweh allowed the white man to rule over you, so that you could see that a people not ordained by God can gain control and power even over the children of God. When those children turn their back on their God, they even rule over them, though the children of God are chosen to rule the world forever. Now, if an unordained people can rise up and rule over the earth and over the children of God, what can God do when his family comes back home?
This concludes part 1 of Feast of Tabernacles. Behold, the ingathering of the first fruits.